I tried 10 times whistling, didn't work tonight.
Don't worry, bro. It's gonna be alright.
Did not work.
It's gonna be alright, man.
I know, right?
It's gonna be alright, man.
Everything is going to be alright. The future is bright.
Right. If you think it right, have a positive attitude. You cool, man. Like this is big Hollywood.
My name is Ashish.
I'm Joe, man. Please, now I'm still. Color means nothing with y'all.
Of course not. Have a good night, man. Have a good night.
I would like a beat in my ears, and I would like to start this off with about love.
Alright.
Started with love.
Fuck yeah, dude. Let's talk about Moon Tribe.
Moon Tribe.
What does that mean to you?
Well, honestly, they're a family. They're like a group of people that can describe and tell you about love.
Out of everything I could ever do in this world, the greatest ability I could ever do is to love.
My job was to make PowerPoint presentations for a workers' comp insurance company.
And this is Della Moon, folks.
Way to put that art school degree to
I was like, is this what I'm gonna do for the next 40 years? This is horrible. So yeah, I was depressed.
You know, the whole party with a purpose thing, it's like, you know, we're not just out here to get trashed.
Chief Jester.
Hey, how you doing? What side of town do you live on?
West Side. West Side. Yeah.
I got introduced to your music was through my friend Rusik, who is a music genius in my eyes.
I have a pet peeve I want to pick up here.
Yeah.
What's your feeling on drops?
It's great.
That's good.
I found a noise revolt with some friends back in 2012.
That's sick. I love your parties.
When it comes to techno, I really like heavy, dark, hypnotic techno. When it comes to break beats, I want it to be like really like atmospheric and psychedelic and deep. I don't really like the traditional, like a lot of break beats still just use all these motifs that were around when the genre formulated.
Like 808s and stuff.
It's not 87 anymore, guys. We can do some different sounds.
That's because people at Moon Tribe didn't know what drum and bass was either exactly, or the kinds that they had heard was really hard and people didn't really like it. And I had a moment where I was like, oh, I see the potential for the psychedelic nature of drum and bass.
When I was going through these disenfranchised times, I saw what was going on with electronic music and how easy it was for you to just be at your house and do that on your own and not depend on band members. And I know a lot of people have had that same story arc.
Like they're in music everywhere, and that kind of adds to like the formulaic nature of it. You start to like see what's gonna happen a mile away before it happens. You know, like I just What do you?
Yeah, I just kicked over water.
A lot of drums and a lot of bass, if you will, but I felt like was some big buff dude is at the console.
You're not the first to say that. And so now what I play in the desert is very specific and really I don't find many dance floors that can handle the kind of drum and bass that I play. It's actually grew from the experience of me and the dance floor teaching each other.
You don't have to be a big buff dude to play that kind of music.
Not really. So as I became like a yoga teacher, my ability to play more energetic music increased at the same time.
I mean, in my head it just goes and some sitar going on in the background or something.
Greatly appreciate cruising out to India and helping spread the vibe.
That's good.
Because I really just like playing trippy music, so
I'm personally very inspired by a lot of artists in the underground LA music scene. I can like specifically mention a few. Della Moon comes to my mind right now.
Nice.
When it comes to drum and bass, she's not fucking around.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
not.
So let's talk about your inspirations. Nicholas Jar, guys. Nicholas Jar is also a cool one.
I love Nicholas Jar.
I like it. I like Marina.
He is actually probably a very big music inspiration. I love Nicholas Jar.
High five. I like that. As soon as that drop happened, I looked at Rusik because he brought me there. I was like, man, this music is amazing. What's going on right now? Do you like Fireflow?
I do.
My favorite bit. It's Bruce Lee's favorite drink.
Kentor.
I love it when my fire friends, they light up around, and like I love when they come behind me and the like firelight comes behind me when I'm DJing, because even though I can't see them, I can see the fire's color, and it brings so much warmth to and like stirs up the energy. I love it.
Music's going on and they tell me like, you know, we get in sync with the beat and we're in the zone, we're in our flow state.
And that's the goal. The goal is to be empty.
Which is what brings me to the topic of why we're really here. The flow.
I think drum and bass and fire in particular are really good, because drum and bass really can get you into this very primal state.
You know, so we're taking things from another plane of existence and bringing them into this plane of existence.
That music, I mean, a lot of people see it as hard, but I see it as joyous. And I think I make choices that even if I'm going to play hard, I want it to be in a feeling of nothing that's malevolent. I want to help people get out of themselves so that they and like feel unified with each other. And that music, it makes you all bounce at the same level, and you all feel unified in that moment.
About an experience where I had an out-of-body experience where I was spinning and I felt like I was watching myself doing this like from an above view, and that's when I go to flow state. That was probably the deepest I've ever been, where you know the body's doing what it's practiced and what it's trained to do, you know, for thousands of times, and you're just letting go, and it's just doing it on its own.
But if we all kind of come together and become each other's resources, we can like snowball all of our potential into this greater thing for all.
And I was like, oh, okay, like now I kind of understand what the point of this is.